What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. In this video, I will be reviewing WandaVision, the new Marvel Cinematic Universe series on Disney+. And I'm going to call this Season 1 because I'm really hoping for Season 2 and 3 and just give us more of these characters. And the fact is that we've been waiting so long for more MCU content. And we didn't get it. I mean, we were supposed to get Black Widow and the Eternals in 2020, but we didn't get it, of course, because of COVID delaying all the theatrical releases. So we've been waiting. We've been waiting for so long for more MCU content. We are fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There are so many beloved characters and stories which we've gotten to know and love for so many years, starting with Iron Man back in 2008, and it just spans for so many films. And finally, we have some MCU content, the very first series on Disney+, and that's WandaVision. And man, I'm just gonna straight up tell you guys that it is awesome. It is such a great series, and you gotta go into this series with an open mind, okay? Because everybody is talking about, or at least a lot of people are talking about, how they're really not big fans of the first couple of episodes, okay? And the main reason why is because it's got that black and white I Love Lucy, Leave It to Beaver kind of a theme to it with the black and white episodes, and they're not really into that. And they're wondering, like, is it gonna be all like that? Because I'm really not liking this. I'm just thinking to myself, like, here's my criticism towards that, and that is, this is the MCU. Who cares? Who cares what it's like? They have a story to tell, and whether it's in black and white, whether the entire season's gonna be like that, who cares? We're getting to see these characters again. Let's see what happens. Don't be so quick to judge this by its cover. All right, because there is so much more. Vision is such an interesting, unique character. Right from the start when he was introduced in Age of Ultron, he's an interesting character. You know there's so much more to him. And the development between Vision and Wanda Maximoff all the way to Avengers Infinity War, it's such an interesting journey for these two characters. And to see more of them, again, you know, see them back again on the screen, sharing the screen together, in a series that takes place after the events of Endgame, I'm sure that's enough to have you have your attention. All right, so you know, do not write off the first couple of episodes because it is definitely a great series from beginning to end. I'll tell you straight up, I loved it from beginning to end. Even though the first two episodes were, you know, didn't really tell me anything, like in terms of the story development. I knew there was something going on. There was something eerie and off and strange about it. And I'm just waiting for them to tell me what's going on in the next couple of episodes. And I'm going to tell you straight up that it was worth the wait and it had to be there. Those episodes, those black and white episodes needed to exist. Because if it weren't for those episodes, episode 9, the grand finale, would not be as satisfying. Mark my words, okay? Think about it. If it weren't for those episodes, the season finale wouldn't be as so satisfying as it is now. You got to watch it all the way through. It's told as a whole. It's not a series where you're just thinking to yourself like, oh, I only want to watch this episode. I only want to watch it when it gets better. It's not like that. You got to watch it from the beginning to end because you get to see that development of these characters and of course the story and why everything is the way it is. Now, with regards to WandaVision as a whole, I love the characters. I think that's what makes this so great because these are short episodes, but there's so many characters being introduced. It's not like a movie where you only have like a 2-hour or a little bit over 2-hour feature-length running time to introduce all these different characters, and sometimes you think like, oh, I wish this character had more screen time or this one was more developed. This one is perfect because they don't have the limitations of a feature-length film. They have a feature-length film style or level quality storytelling, but giving us so much more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes this so great. And not only do we get newly introduced characters, but we also see the story of, you know, the Infinity Saga as a whole continue. You know what I'm saying? We get to see newly introduced characters. We get to see characters get more screen time than they did before because they're bringing them back in here. You know, supporting characters that only had a little bit of screen time before, and they're getting more. They're getting their justice done to them in WandaVision. So that's really, really awesome. And then to top things off, like I said before, we're getting like a MCU film quality level storytelling and action. Okay, so that's really, really awesome. And it also delves into the lore of these characters, which we weren't able to do before. There's history, there's backstory, there's just further character development of characters that we've only seen before, and of course, being an MCU series, there's a lot of Easter eggs for the fans. There's a lot of Easter eggs to satisfy all the fans' needs, and it is a series that can be enjoyable by fans and non-fans alike. Of course, the fans will enjoy it more, but it's, like I said, a really great series. And to top things off, there is the occasional mid and post-credit scene, which is a really nice touch, because it really gives us that moment, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this series, and I liked it right from the beginning all the way to the very, very end. It's such a well-written piece, and it's such a well-laid out story. So very, very well produced, and yeah, I can't wait for more MCU content on Disney Plus. 9 out of 10. My name's Alex. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.